Live from Surprise in Arizona. Hope you're having a super fantastic sparkling day. Welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 2119. And tonight we are talking about permission to not do it all. And this is part 2 of our permission slip series. And first of all, I apologize for being on an hour late. I totally forgot I had a speed networking thing. And then as soon as that finished, we took Zeffie for her walk and we just got back. So here we are. Oh yeah, I better check tomorrow's calendar. Make sure I've got nothing on tomorrow. Let's see. Do I have nothing? I don't have anything on tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be back at our regularly scheduled time. So I do apologize for that. So we're talking about permission to not do it all. Somewhere along the way, we're told that being a good person meant being everything to everyone all the time. Here's the truth. You're allowed to stop performing. You're allowed to set it down. You're allowed to not do it at all. Tonight, we're rewriting the myth of more equals worth. Thing up here that's in front of my eyes. There we go. So where does the pressure come from to do it all? Family legacy. We're helpers. We just keep going. Workplace conditioning. If I don't, who will? Social media pace setting. The illusion that everyone else is balancing it better. Let me tell you, they're not. Internalized beliefs. If I stop, I'll fall behind, disappoint, or be forgotten. These are things that are going through our mind, whether or not we are aware of them. What doing it all costs us. So we've got the pressure. We're supposed to be We're supposed to be everything to everyone all of the time. So we've got the pressure coming from family legacy, workplace conditioning, social media pace setting, internalized beliefs. Excuse me. Thank you. What doing it all costs us? Emotional burnout disguised as competence. Losing sight of what actually matters. You get so caught up that you forget about the important things in life. Spending time with your kids, spending time with your spouse, spending time with family, spending time with friends, spending time with your puppies. And I will tell you this. If I lose sight of what matters, I have a dog that sits and just stares at me until I notice her. And then she frowns at me. So to say, I matter, pick me. So I'll put whatever device I'm using down and just spend some time with her, whether it's laying on the floor on the cushions there and just scratching, giving her scratches and rubs and stuff, and just talking with her, or whether it's playing with her. There's just that quality time that she wants. Resentment towards people when we're trying to please. We get resentful towards people. This is what we're doing. When doing it all costs us. A version of life that looks full but feels hollow. Yes, I have experienced that. Sometimes the weight isn't heavy because it's meaningful. It's heavy because it's not yours. Think about that one. Sometimes the weight isn't heavy because it's meaningful. It's heavy because it's not yours. What are you allowed to release? Oh, there's some things that you're allowed to release. You give yourself, remember that we're talking about giving ourselves permission. So you're allowed to release constant availability. Say, this is when I'm available. Nothing outside that time. Unless it is a life or death emergency, I'm unavailable. Perfection in every area. Nobody can be perfect at anything. Nobody is perfect. We strive for perfection. So let that go. You don't have to be perfect, or you don't have to try to be perfect. I know that there are some technical stuff. There is some stuff out there where you have to be very precise with things, and it has to be done in a certain order at a certain time. And there's a certain process that you have to go through for certain things to be done. I totally get that. And yes, you have to be perfect in that area. Outside of that, you don't have to be perfect. What you're allowed to release is the guilt for saying, I can't right now. I can't do that right now. I'm not available right now to do that. Can I get back to you in an hour? The expectation that your legacy must come through output. No, it doesn't. What happens when you stop doing it all? You recover your peace. You start choosing with intention, not obligation. And intention could be, is that doing this task or is doing this job going to help me achieve my goal that's over here? If the answer is yes, then you are choosing with intention to do that thing because it's going to help you get here. If you look at it and you go, well, actually, no, it's not, you can turn it down. It's not an obligation. Choose with intention. Your yes becomes more powerful because it's no longer automatic. Yes, sometimes I wish I hadn't said yes. Yes, looking back, I mean, I have enjoyed the challenge. I am still doing the challenge. Back back almost 6 years ago. In fact, what are we at? 2,119 minus 2,191. That's a lot of digits. There's a 2 in there somewhere. In 72 days, we're going to be celebrating 6 years of consecutive daily lives. And that all started with a challenge of Casey going, hey, Helen, I have a challenge. I go, what is it? He goes, I want you to do a Facebook Live every day for a year. I went, okay. There was no thought about it. It was automatic. I was in that mode. Now I'm on to him. I think before I say yes. I choose with intention. There are some times I will turn around and just say yes automatically because I know that I need to do that and I will accept that challenge to do that. But there are times I'm now just sort of like, is it going to help me get to New Zealand? Nope, then I'm not doing it. Going to help me get to New Zealand? Yes, then we're in. So, start choosing with intention. You become more present in fewer, richer places when you stop doing it all. I will tell you, since I've stopped doing it all and I'm choosing assignments from clients with intention, I'm not automatically saying yes. I look at and I will tell them, I don't know how to do that. Normally I would say, I don't know how to do that, but I'll figure it out and do it if you want me to. And they'll go, yes, go do that. So I then go learn a new skill. But now I'm just sort of like, no, I have a crap ton of skills that I have worked on over the years. Some are a little rusty. Some need a little bit of fine tuning. But I have a ton of tools things that I have learned over the years on all the various jobs that I have had, where I know what my skill set is, and I am sticking to those things right now because if I put anything else on my plate, I'm probably going to explode. So I am choosing with intention what goes on my plate. And because my yes is no longer automatic, it's more powerful because if people want to hire me to do something and it's out of my wheelhouse, I'm going to say, no, look, I don't understand how to do that, but I have a friend who is very good at XYZ. Because as soon as they say the thing, I'll be like, no, I can't do that, but I know somebody who can. And then I refer. And I will tell you that it gives me such a great sense of peace and things. There are times that things get out of control and I have to stop and look at them and go, did I say yes automatically or did I choose to say yes? So start thinking about those things. And here are your reflection questions for today, which you can put in your Porch Light Reflection Journal. Somebody keeps saying, what does it look like inside? This is what it looks like inside. This is your thought to reflect on. There's even a date thing, so you can date it. And this one says, write about a time when you surprised yourself. What did you learn about who you are becoming? And then over here is Porch Light Notes, which is your observations, questions, and stories for free form journaling. And then there's also a date thing up here. My favorite thing is this little lantern down here. I think that's so cute. I like the little lantern down there. So the reflection questions that we give you, which are also in the description below. Oh, and you have 21 of the thoughts to reflect on, and you have 22 of the Porch Light Notes. So when you come to the beginning of the book, the very first page after you get past the welcome page, next to the welcome page, we have the Porchlight Notes. And that's the page 1. And then we go into the thought to reflect on opposite of Porchlight Notes. And we go for that through the end of the book. And we end on a thing. And then you've got a little, oops, hang on, there's an extra page in here. And then you have Until We Meet Again page, just wrapping things up. And that's the end of the journal. It's a total of 46 pages in total, I think it was. Not counting the cover, but there's a link in the description below where you can click on to go get your copy of the book. Anyway, where were we? Oh, yeah, reflection questions for today to go on your Porchlight note pages in your Porchlight reflection journal are, and you can also find the questions below in the description. Where am I over functioning and who am I doing it for? Am I doing it for myself or am I doing it for somebody else? What part of my identity is still tied to being needed? Might want to break that tie. What might open up in my life if I stop doing what's no longer mine to carry? How much stuff are we carrying for other people? So start dispersing the stuff you're carrying for other people and just take on stuff that you are carrying for yourself. And in closing, you don't have to do it all to be enough. You just have to be present in what's yours to do. The rest was never your rhythm to carry. And with that, we are out of here. We will catch you guys back here tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific. And yes, I will be on time. Well, according to my calendar, I will be here at 6 p.m. Pacific. I choose to be here at 6 p.m. Pacific tomorrow night. So go out and have a super fantastic sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific.